Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe. It's Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. Just to let you know how the reading's going to go, we do your weekly check-in first. Then we have a look at more specifically your work, stroke finance, and we also have a look at your love life during the week. I'd like to say, guys, thanks ever so much for joining me this week for your reading. And yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy. So we're going to do this week your week ahead reading. We're looking at the 8th through to the 14th of June 2020. For your reading, guys, the cards that we are using are the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. Those cards will be looking at your general situation for the week. We're looking at the Light Seers Tarot for your career, and the Tarot Grand Lux for Love by Chira Marchetti. For spiritual advice, we're using my Crazy Sexy Love Notes by Chris Carr. Really love this deck. Okay, sit back, guys, and enjoy. Hi Leo, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. So we're going to do your week ahead reading, 8th to the 14th of June 2020. For your general reading, we are using the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. For your career, we're using the Light Seers Tarot, and for your love reading, we're using the Tarot Grand Lux. Okay, let's make a start. Okay, Leo, we got the reading down. Let's have a look at what the general message is for you guys. The Two of Wands. You know, the Two of Wands for me ruled by Aries, so it's like baby Aries. It's kind of taking a new step forward. It's taking charge. This is the card of the business partnership, or it can be a card that talks about a new career enterprise or a new business enterprise. Any way you want to look at that card, it can be about a new enterprise that is, you know, coming into being. Let's look at the next one. Some of you guys, it might be that there is an enterprise here, a new business partnership with a King of Pentacles, and that would be the right person to go into business with, would be a King of Coins, because he's a seasoned business individual. So it just feels like the general message is about an enterprise connecting to a King of Pentacles, a business enterprise, a career enterprise, partnership, business career partnership with this King here. The Magician energy. I think that with the Magician energy, you know, the Magician is a creative force. So I think that if you are, I think, Leo, if there is a focus on making money perhaps, then the focus for you, or the universe wants to advise you that this new business partnership or enterprise with this King of Coins, I think is going to allow you maybe to start creating all sorts of things. It's going to allow you to use your skills, your abilities, and your talents to start creating something new and incredible with that Magician energy here. The Three of Wands energy, that's really nice actually. I quite like this card, the Three of Wands, because the Three of Wands is all about a vision for the future, and the Three of Wands is also about networking as well. So this is about business networks and reaching out to others and forming some form of a network with the three partnerships, groups, the Three of Wands energy. The Ten of Cups, I'm seeing something being completed here, Three of Wands and that Ten of Cups energy, because the tens represent completion. So the network, there's almost like a network or a group. This is completion here. So network, group completing itself with that Ten of Cups there. Let's get this reading again. Very interesting cards on the end here. Also, this can be visualizing. So for me, it's also visualizing the end result as well. You need to visualize the end result. I think that I'm going to use that actually, because I see the partnership already here. So I think that the general advice for the week is that if you are looking at a partnership with a King of Coins energy showing here, so if you're focusing on maybe a business enterprise or a business partnership, career partnership with a King of Pentacles here, I think that this is going to allow you with this Magician energy to start creating and utilizing your skills and your talents and that type of thing. But I think that you need to visualize, you know, the end game of this. So you need to visualize, because the Ten of Cups is all about the ending, the completion of the cycle, something completing itself in a successful way. So I think you need to visualize that this is going to complete, it's going to come together, I think, in a very successful way. And also visualize, the Ten of Cups can mean harmonious partnerships as well, or working in a harmonious way with others. So I think you need to visualize as well, maybe working harmoniously with others as well, perhaps with the Ten of Cups. Or these are very good cards, I think. I think that this business partnership with this individual, I think that this is going to allow you to be really creative, and it's going to also bring up some, it's going to bring up some very creative stuff, and it's actually going to start, it's going to allow you to start creating some amazing stuff with that Magician energy there, because the Magician is all about manifestation and creation. So I think that the business partnership with this person is going to bring forth some amazing things. But I think that you need to visualize as well. I would probably say with that 10, it's not so much about completion, but maybe there is still a need, because I see you working with one person here and you're creating some really good stuff, but it almost feels like that this is just the beginning as well, because the Magician is number one. So the Magician is the source of everything that is creative. In a way, the Magician, I don't want to blaspheme, but the Magician kind of reminds me of like the beginning of the world, or the creation of the world. So it's almost like it's saying as well that this partnership with whatever this king is, or whoever this king is, you know, it's something with the Magician, it's just the start of the process. Feels like this is just the start of the process here, and you need to kind of continue to visualize perhaps expansion and working within other groups, that type of thing. So it feels like you're at the start of a process, but it almost feels like the universe is saying there's so much more to be done. In terms of work, let's have a look at the next one. So the Queen of Cups. Now the Queen of Cups, when that shows up, often it's the card about doing something that you really, really love. So the Queen of Cups for me is a card about feeling a really strong emotional connection to the work that you do, with the Queen of Cups energy showing there. Yeah, and the Ace of Cups as well. So I actually feel here that in terms of your work, it's all about connecting and doing things that we really love, things that we're holding very close to our heart. But also I think that it's telling you, because the Ace of Cups is the open heart, so it's telling you in a way that you need to open your heart perhaps to doing something that you really love with the Queen of Cups, because that is a card that definitely means what we do we really love. We've got such a, for example, your Queen of Cups could be your vocation, or for me, I'm a tarot counselor, or a tarot consultant, as I'd like to call myself. But what I do within the tarot is what I really love. So with the Queen of Cups, that always shows up for me, not because I'm a tarot consultant or stroke reader, which is what the Queen of Cups is as well, but also because I really, really love what I do. I mean, I really love it. So I think with the Ace of Cups being the open heart, there is a need here to open your heart to doing something that you really love here, or something that you feel a real kind of emotional affinity with. Okay, I think that you guys are ignoring this with the Two of Swords energy. I think that if you look at the birds on this particular card, it's like that this is the voices in her head, but she's batting them away. So it's almost like you're ignoring the voices that are telling you to open your heart to doing something that you really love. Can you see how she's kind of batting the birds? Now, birds on cards mean communication and information. And you can see that they're kind of jabbing away at her head in the Two of Swords, but she's batting them away. It's almost like she's ignoring what her intuition is telling her. And so we're going to use the word intuition, which the Two of Swords can also mean. So I think that you guys really need to pay attention to your intuition when your intuition is telling you, Leo, that you need to open your heart to doing something that you really love. Let's have a look at the next card. Yeah, the Star energy showing here. I think with the Star energy, I don't think that you see the potential in this, or you see how much potential this thing has with the Star, because the Star also means something that holds great potential. So I think with you blocking out the messages of those birds, and you seem to be oblivious to the Ace of Cups, or your eyes are kind of bound, so you can't see that Ace of Cups, you can't see the open heart, and you can't see the Star either. You're so kind of caught up with yourself in a way here, Leo, and I think the universe is saying to you, look, you know, you're ignoring what your intuition is telling you. So what the voice in your ear, this is possibly, these birds are probably God speaking to you in your ear, but you seem, Leo, to be ignoring the voice of God in your ear. You're ignoring the voice telling you that you need to open your heart, okay, to the Queen of Cups energy, to the thing that you really love in terms of the way that you work, and you're ignoring that this thing holds great potential here with the Star energy showing there. You see two cards, can you see? two cards, the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords, both representing somebody who's completely bound. On both cards, can you see the symbols of the birds again? Both cards surrounding you, and also the blindfold. Look at that. Very interesting. Look at them and how similar they are. Look, both cards have birds flying around the woman's head. It's the same woman. It's the same lady. Your hands are bound in this area here. Your hands are not bound with the Two of Swords, but you're batting the birds away, the information away anyway. And you won't take a look in the mirror either. Can you see? You're there, but you're also out. You're here, but you're also outside of here. So you won't take a look in the mirror. You're ignoring in your intuition. You're ignoring the voice of God in your ear. You feel that you're powerless, or you're just not listening to reason at all. And what the voice of reason is above you. It's here. So I think in a way, Leo, the cards are trying to say, and you're ignoring the great potential of this Queen of Cups energy here. So I think what the cards are trying to tell you in work is that you're ignoring the potential of what you could do if you opened your heart to doing something that you really loved. Some of you guys seem to feel with that Eight of Swords that you're stuck, like you're stuck in doing something, like you don't have any power to move out of it, or you don't have any power to do something else. And I think the five cards are really just trying to say to you, look, you do have the power, but you're ignoring the voice. You're ignoring the voice of reason, whether that's the voice of God in your ear, whether it's the voice of friends. You're ignoring those voices. You're so much in your head. You can see on the two cards here with the blindfolds, you're completely on, in your head. The two times here, it's almost like there are not warnings, there are signs that are being shown to you, Leo, but you're consistently ignoring those signs. And the star can also represent guidance as well. So it's almost like with the star being kind of shouted by that Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords, it almost feels like you're kind of ignoring the signs that the universe is giving you. And I think the signs that the universe is trying to tell you is that you need to open your heart, really, with this Queen of Cups energy. And if it's something that you love, often it's your life purpose. So some of you guys are ignoring the signs. The signs that are being given to you is that you need to open your heart to your destiny, to your life purpose. Because it's something that you really like, but you won't open your heart to it because you feel powerless, because you will feel afraid. And I think the universe is saying to you in the next few days, between the 8th and the 14th of June, that it's time to open your heart. It's time to stop ignoring the potential of what this thing could bring. They're really, and often when I've seen the star, it makes me feel like we've got God around you on this reading. The birds are God speaking to you. The star is God speaking to you. But you're just ignoring all of this. It's time to take the blindfold off and really open your heart to what God is trying to show you. And I think God is really trying to show you, whether you believe in God or not, I think that God is really trying to show you that it's time to open. There's another way to live. There's another way to work. There's another way to be happy in terms of career. And as long as you continuously blank that out, you probably won't be happy. So it's time to open your heart up to truly what your heart is trying to tell you. And finally, for love, let's have a look what the advice is for love. Oh my goodness, how many times am I going to get this Six of Cups? Well, you must be the third sign. Six of Cups can be the soulmate. It can be the karmic partner. Let's have a look at the Six of Cups. It can be something from the past. The Fool. I see somebody from the past re-entering your life with the Fool. It depends on how you want to read that, because sometimes the Fool is ruled by Aquarius stroke Uranus. It's about freeing yourself from the past as well. No, I think that this is about you guys freeing yourself. I actually feel that there is, in this week, there is a need to free yourself, Aquarius stroke Uranus energy Fool, from the past of the Six of Cups. Because Six of Cups is like old memories. It's like living in the past and reliving memories from a past relationship. But I think that this week, for some of you Leos, and that's you there, Leo showing there, there is a need here with the Six of Cups. Did I say Aries? If I did, then I'm sorry. There is a need to free yourself from past memories and to really focus on the new. And I think with the Sun being Leo and Leo being all about being in charge and being a leader, it's time really to take leadership of your own life with that Sun energy here, to let go of the past and take leadership of your own future with the Sun energy showing here, to really take your confidence back, to step into that confidence of the Sun energy here. The Hermit. So the Hermit is all about, when it comes to love, often this card represents a need to detach as well. Let's have a look. The Two of Pentacles energy showing here. So the Two of Pentacles is, I mean, I actually feel that this is change. And I think that if you do this, loneliness will change. Because the Hermit is often lonely. He's on his own. He's detached from relationships and often the world. Whether these relationships be love or family, he's often detached. So I think that with the Two of Coins being the card that talks about a transition, a change, I would say here that in love, the universe is saying to you, Leo, that it's time to let go with the fall of the past and to step into your confidence. Because I think that when you do that, you'll not only discover some great things, because the Hermit, the way the lamp is pointing is towards the sun. Because it's almost, often when I look at the Hermit, it reminds me of discovering something with it. You know, if you have a torch and you look in a certain area, you could discover something. Almost like it's saying that if you do this, you'll discover some treasures that you never knew were there. You'll discover a confidence that you never knew that you had. Okay, and I also think that this energy here where you're letting go of the past and you're discovering your confidence and you're really stepping into your confidence, it's all about a new beginning for you. I also feel that this is going to help you. This is going to help the loneliness kind of like help you to kind of change. It's going to be a change in terms of this loneliness because and alternate as well. Two of Coins is all about alternating. So I think it's going to help you alternate this state of loneliness. And I think there has been for some of you Leos a loneliness in kind of romanticizing and thinking about the past. You know, because sometimes when we're consistently living in the past and thinking about the relationships that we've had and the good times that we had in those things, there is, and you haven't got anyone maybe, or you have got someone but you're not too into that relationship, there is a loneliness that you can really feel in, because you can think, nobody understands me, I feel so lonely, I feel on my own, you know, I'm still stuck in the past, I can't forget this person, that type of thing. But I think that the universe is saying that if you let go of the past, and step into your confidence and step into, because he's stepping into this sun, he's stepping into the new, he's stepping into this new bold bright life. So if you let go of the past, you're going to step into something new. You're also going to be stepping into your confidence, and you're going to be discovering that this is a confidence you never knew that you had before at all. And I think that this is then going to allow you, in terms of this loneliness that you've been feeling, is going to allow you to alternate that state with the and also this is positive change. So it's actually going to bring a positive change in connection with that loneliness that you've been feeling. So, you know, I think that the advice this week for love is about letting go of the past. If you've been living in the past, it's time to now start living in the future. Okay, let's have a quick recap of the reading before we go then, Leo. So the reading for you this week, in terms of the general, there's a business partnership that the universe wants to tell you about with this King of Coins. And it said that this is a great start, okay, with the Magician energy. You're going to be creating all sorts of things and that type of thing. But I think that the universe wants you also to focus with this Three of Wands on visualizing and on launching and also on connecting probably with other communities and other groups and other people, because the Ten of Cups is communities and groups and other people as well. So yeah, partnership with this King of Coins, it's great. It's a great starting point. You'll be creating all sorts of things. But I think the universe is saying we also want you not just to focus on this person here, on being in partnership with this person, but also focus on developing relationships with other people, with other communities, with other groups. For your work reading, the universe is saying that you're ignoring the universe, basically, because the star is like the universe. You're ignoring a great potential here. I think God has been trying to speak to you. I think he shows us the birds in the card, but you are reluctant to hear the message. Okay, you are reluctant to hear the message. So the universe is wanting to spell it out to you and say, well, the clear message for your career is, Leo, that you need to take the blindfold off and start opening your heart to the Queen of Cups, to your true vocation, to your true destiny, to the thing that makes you feel happy and makes you feel content. Because for some reason you feel that you're powerless to have something good in work. But if only you would open your eyes to your true potential, you could actually have everything. Finally, for love, it's time to let go of the past. It's time to move on from the past. Okay, it's time to step into the future, into the new. Once you do that, you're going to discover just how confident and how amazing you actually are. Okay, I also feel that this loneliness that you've been feeling for some of you Leos in terms of love is actually going to change. That state of being will actually alternate, which is fantastic. Finally, the spiritual advice is called You Did It. This should have somebody else. Hooray, success is here or just around the corner. You've worked hard and your efforts are paying off. Congratulate yourself and truly savor your fantastic victory. Just remember that success comes in cycles, so we can be at the top of our game 24/7. We succeed, celebrate, rest, renew, and succeed again. Know where you are in this journey. You did it before and you'll do it again and again. All right, that's your reading, Leo, for the 8th to the 14th of June 2020. Thanks for joining me. If you'd like your own private reading, click on the link in the comment section or the end screen. Have a great week and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.